Welcome to Module 1. This module is all about rethinking overweight and obesity. By the end of this module, I will have you questioning your beliefs and at least have a much further understanding of what's involved to actually lose weight and keep it off. It's so confusing. Even me as a dietitian, when I first graduated, I was just bombarded with all these messages and it was hard to determine right from wrong. I've since sought further training, postgrad training, and I have a great understanding, and from years of helping thousands of clients, I know what it takes to lose weight and keep it off. Quick snapshot is that back in 1980, about two out of every 5 Australian adults were overweight or obese. Now it's 2 out of every 3. Now, back in the early part of the last century, 1 out of 20 kids were overweight or obese, and today it's 1 in 4. So we've got ourselves a real problem. Now, yes, we use BMI when we're looking at a population level. There are flaws when looking at an individual level, but I use this just to help people distinguish the difference between overweight and obesity. Overweight is a BMI up to 30, 25 to 30, and then obesity is determined as have a BMI greater than 30. Yes, there's certainly people in this category who are not obese and it's due to structure and muscle mass, but however, at a population level, it is still a useful tool. Now, question to ask yourself, is obesity a choice? Is this just a matter of deciding to eat less, move more? I want you to think about that question over the next few slides. You might be surprised to know that 70% of our weight is predetermined for us by the time we're up to 2 years old. This goes as far back as what our grandparents and parents ate, the chemicals they were exposed to, what mum ate in the womb, and even the food and life events that occurred for us up until about the age of 2. Now, that doesn't lock our weight in, but it certainly can provide a hurdle for people to maintain a healthy weight. Now, the 5% is daily choices. This is what me as a health professional try and educate people about. Eat more veg, eat more fruit, less takeaway food, less sugar, less fat, move as much as you can. A much greater influence is our lifestyle. This is our environment, okay? Now, all of these things feed into our daily choice. We've got societal influences, our food consumption, even our underlying biology. There are so many things that contribute to our daily choice that it almost feels like our daily choice is predetermined for us, and it is for some people. Now, a question to ask yourself again is, how long have we as humans ever battled obesity? Okay, we've been on this planet as human beings for anywhere between 200,000 and 300,000 years. Okay, how long has weight been a problem for us at a population level? It's 100 years roughly. Okay, everything before that time, the bulk of human existence, we haven't had a weight problem. It's like 0.03% of the times that we've been humans have we actually developed a weight problem. And our biology is actually driven to store fat because it was a mechanism for survival. So in our brain, we actually have what's called a lipostat. Our lipostat defends our fat level. Okay, so when we lose body fat, our lipostat will work quite hard to put it back on. Now, what it does is it stimulates the reward centers in the brain. Foods that used to taste and smell okay will start to taste and smell amazing when you lose weight. You get an increase in hunger hormones, and the endocannabinoid system that drives craving becomes more active. And so we've got this real drive in feeding behavior when we lose body fat. Equally, our body will try and conserve energy. It does it through our metabolic rate. It does it through our sympathetic nervous system, and even just muscle contraction. It becomes a lot more efficient. We have all of these mechanisms in the body that feed into the brain that are telling the brain how nourished we are and whether we're losing weight or not. Even our bones have like a set of scales in them, okay, that are signaling to the brain how much we weigh. And if our brain thinks that we've lost weight, it will increase eating behavior. Now, something to think about, when you sit at a desk for 8 hours a day, that signal's not being sent to the brain that we're a certain weight. It's telling our brain that we've lost weight. Keep that one in mind. Now, all our reward centers, when we lose weight, will explode. They really drive eating behavior when exposed to calorie-dense food. And that is our society. We have a calorie-rich, obesogenic society. And some people might say, well, let's just use willpower. However, willpower doesn't strengthen. It will actually fatigue. We have different types of eating behavior determined by people's underlying physiology, okay? Certain people lack certain incretin hormones that can not satiate, so you can constantly feel hungry. We have people with excess cortisol levels that, again, will use food as a coping mechanism more than others. And then we have constant cravers that tend to have an impact on our leptin levels. And that's a problem because it makes us feel hungry all of the time. So is obesity a choice? Well, we certainly have daily choices to make that can help us to lose weight, but there are a lot of things that influence that choice. So it's not so easy for everyone. All right, now the language is certainly changing around obesity. With obesity, we are now starting to treat it like it is. It's a disease, okay? We don't talk about someone with cancer as there's the cancer man. We say there's the man with cancer. The language is changing around obesity. It's not there's the obese man, there's the man with obesity. And we need to treat it that way so that we can use all of the options, because it's a very, very difficult disease to treat, okay? With something like lung disease or kidney disease, if it's lung cancer, a person doesn't need cigarettes to survive. Okay, yes, they're addictive, but they don't actually need it every day. When we're treating obesity, we can't remove the food. People need that food to survive. And so it's a really, really difficult disease to treat. Now, as a dietitian, we need to use every single tool in our toolbox to help someone lose weight. If someone is overweight, so again, we're talking BMI from 25 to 30, okay, or thereabouts, we can use diet and exercise, as much movement as we can. However, when it comes to obesity, we need all tools in the toolbox. Pharmacological assistance. I'm a fan of surgery, but you still need the education with surgery because it's still just a tool to help you get the weight off. Now, despite what I've just told you, there's hope. Okay, there is really good evidence that we can get the weight off and we can keep it off. And so it is possible, but it's not just, hey, here, have this diet, you'll lose weight. It can't be set and forget. It is a systematic approach. Now, the evidence that I follow, plus that of learnings from all of the clients that I've seen successfully lose weight over the years, and I've learned from the ones that haven't as well, is that this systematic approach requires some sort of education. Okay, now, there's an organization in the States called the National Weight Control Registry. These guys have collated thousands of data from thousands of people where they've learned what works for people. Now, the average weight loss amongst this group is 33 kilos, and they've maintained it for more than 5 years. This information is worth taking note of. Now, what they need is crucial education. It is difficult understanding a complex food system. So you need to have some nutrition education. It's not all as simple as you think. You also need nutrition skills, okay? It can't just be on a piece of paper. You need muscle memory and being able to convert that, knowing how to prepare healthy meals, how to flavor it, what to do when you need variety. These are all crucial elements. You need motivation. It dips. Don't rely on it. It will dip, and we will talk about motivation in subsequent chapters. You need to develop healthy habits, okay? Healthy habits are all about automating the weight loss. If you're relying on just trying to make the right choice every day, then that's going to make it difficult for you, I guarantee. You need supportive environments, okay? You need an environment that's conducive to helping you lose weight, because if it's not, then it's problematic for you. And most of all, you need support and accountability, okay? People think it's a lack of willpower, but you are competing against human biology when you are trying to lose weight. Support and accountability are crucial to keep you on track, or to get you back on track when you do lapse, because that's inevitable. It's human nature. All right, so what we'll be going through in all of these modules is kilojoule awareness, okay? It's not counting, but you can't be blind to it. You have to have some idea. You're going to understand the importance of protein, how to get enough, what are your targets, controlling hunger and appetite. These are two different things. Understanding this is crucial to influence your eating behavior. Like I said, that environmental support, we will talk about how to set that up for you, how to flavor healthy meals, either using body composition analysis or even just weighing yourself on a regular basis as a form of accountability. There's a lot in that. It's not just looking at the number. Understanding labels. Okay, these are complex things. They make it difficult. We'll simplify it for you. Habit formation. You know, I'm a certified habit coach on how to actually create these healthy habits for people as easy as we possibly can. We need to look about meal planning and meal prepping. I can't stress enough how important this is. The accountability and then the goal setting is crucial, because if you don't have a plan or some sort of direction of where you want to be, it's unlikely you're going to get there. So join me in the next module. We're going to talk about briefly what's the best diet for weight loss. I'll see you there.